today's topic of conversation is streaming. So I just think what happened to the days of using DVDs and the importance of DVDs and how DVDs used to be so pivotal to us. And they were pivotal to us very probably in our childhood ages. And a lot of people don't really use physical media anymore, or not that very often. I think obviously with all the stuff with all these different streaming places like Netflix, Disney, Amazon Prime, and the list goes on, you're now using those when really you should invest in a DVD player. I want to say that, to be honest, I feel like I could be a bit of a hypocrite, seeing as I don't even use my DVD player all that often. I actually took it out after I got myself a Switch. But that's aside from the point, guys, because I'm gonna take you guys through my DVD collection. Yes. But I'm only gonna take you through a select few, because if I took down all my DVDs, guys, we'd be here forever, by the way. And also, my DVDs are not in a convenient spot. Like, I'm looking at them right now over there. They're not in a convenient spot, and it will just be long. Like, they're on my drawers, right? And I'd have to take everything down from those drawers to take the DVD. Yeah, look, let's not even waste time explaining. I'm gonna run you through my DVD collection and some of a select few. And to be honest, these ones here, anyways, these ones here, they're my favorites, anyways. So let's jump in. Starting the ball rolling, singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. But so yeah, I forget where I got this from. Probably online, for sure. Like, sometimes I usually get my DVDs off I want to say Amazon. Yes, Amazon. But of course I like to get DVDs also from Oxfam. Shout out to Oxfam. Yeah, because exactly that's probably where you should be getting DVDs from, because they're much cheaper there. And then I've also obviously found that when you're in Oxfam as well, books are obviously cheaper in there as well. So obviously both of those things, you're getting good prices. Hello, we should go in there. I think the days of like going into to go buy DVDs and going into places like, I don't know, like, I feel like we don't have blockbusters over here. I don't feel. Or then actually, most of our blockbusters probably closed down. And even places like, I want to say, HMV. I haven't seen a HMV in such a long time. Those were the glory days, though. They were great. HMV was wonderful, but I'm telling you, like, I feel like obviously the US has it way better. Like, the US also has exactly. I want to be in the Criterion Closet. I saw Elle Fanning's Criterion Closet video and Cillian Murphy's, and I was like, I need to be in there. I need to be in the room where it happens. Arambersa. Next one is Grease 2. Um, Grease 2. Because you guys will be like, oh, what's so special about this film? But first of all, look at Michelle on this DVD. Look, I'll bring it closer for you. Look, she's eating. I'm sorry. Obviously, the other guy is Maxwell Caulfield. I don't know him very much, aside from this film, of course. But Michelle eats in this film. Like, she has a great voice in it, for one thing. Like, Cool Rider, basically. Yeah. So we should search up Cool Rider. You'll get it. You'll actually get it. As to why Grease 2 is so good. And secondly, I don't know, actually, I was gonna say, is Grease 2 better than Grease 1? No. I do feel like I now realize this with even Grease number one, was that, like, obviously both films have such of a, what do they have? They have a lust issue, if you can even call it that. But that, like, obviously, remember how Sandy runs out of the car when Johnny tries to, like, exactly, tries to, like, get freaky with her, like, in the drive-through. So do you know we're outside? But anyway, so like obviously I think they both have that because even that follows into Grease 2 as well because obviously you have the characters in Grease 2 and there's two people who are in a relationship and then he's just like, "Oh, when am I going to school?" And then oh yeah, the song "Do It for Our Country." Do it for your country? Be so for real. Like that's what's so crazy. Like that's such a smooth line. I bet no other guy would think of doing that today, being like, "Oh, sleep with me for your country," because you know what I mean. And the song is hilarious. He's like, "Your mom would want you to, the president would want you to," and we're like, "Hello, I don't think so." Actually, I don't actually think so. You're saying all these things like they would want us to do it, but that's actually not true, by the way. It's not true. We're currently on like three, but yes, Hunger Games. Sorry, the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part One. Sorry, my bad. I was like, hold on. I was like, oh, English is not my first language. It is. But like, so obviously, why not Katniss Everdeen? She's great. She's cool. You know what's funny? Obviously, yeah, her and obviously Lucy. They're so cool, so great. The next one, guys, hold on. I'm about to run through actually. The next one is a banger. Ever After. Drew Barrymore. Ah. We all said Drew Barrymore. Ah. What's the Jumbo Drew Barrymore? I mean Drew Barrymore by Scissor. We said yeah. We get it. And this film, I guess, anyways, yes. This film, when I watched it as a child, rewired my whole brain. Like, I was like, Drew Barrymore is such a great actress. I also, what was it? I also, like, was really feeling for her with the whole thing of, like, not having her father around. I was like, that's crazy. And she has to be with her stepsisters and she doesn't like them and they don't like her. But that's basically what Ever After is anyway, because Ever After is exactly a Cinderella story. So it's obviously way before like all those other Cinderella films, Cinderella esque films, because there's obviously those ones that follow afterwards. Think even the episode that I did about a Cinderella story. So there's that one. There's Selena Gomez's Cinderella. I feel like is there more that I'm missing? Oh, Ella James live action. When I just think to myself, this is the origin. I think I spoke about Ever After in that episode as well. Yeah, I did. Ever After is the origin, and it's very, very important and fundamental. I feel like to your life. You know what I mean? If you've not watched Ever After, you should. Like, do you know what I mean? After you've finished watching this, you should watch this. You know, and then also remember who's the guy at the with the. Oh, you know what's funny? Remember they put Angelica next to Drew's name. I know that Angelica's great, of course. Morticia Gomez, or sorry, what's her name? Yes, Morticia Gomez. But still, you think they would have put her name next to the guy? I mean, that's usually what happens on these. That's what usually happens on these DVDs. I'm sorry, or I guess I meant like co-stars. They put them right next to each other, so I was a bit confused, but that's all right. I guess they just wanted to put the household name next to it, so I get it. Yeah, sorry, you guys don't care, but but there was something on this. So I was like, ugh. But yes, Romeo and Juliet, of course. These are the fundamentals, guys. I'm sorry, and all the DVDs I've actually listed in this are actually so. What's the word? They're so peak. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm feeling like, and I guess, of course, I saw Romeo and Juliet. I guess this one for the first time was when I was in school, of course, which I'm sure a lot of us did too. Actually, like they obviously did that in trying to get us to learn it, which I just think is the best way. And I just think that is the best way for those people to learn things, right? We all have to be visual learners. And that is the best way because of course, every time I was in my doing the exam, I was thinking about this film. And that's how you know that it's good. And then also remember, there's a Radiohead song in this. And also I'm Kissing You as well. Anyways, that's my DVD collection. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you whenever.